Our next guest is a celebrity food writer and personal trainer who debunks the myths about healthy living being time-consuming and basically dull. She brings the wonderful world of nutritional cooking to life. To tell us more from her book called Love Food, please welcome to the show Josie Gibson. Great to chat to you, Josie.
Oh, you too. Thank you so much for having me on.
I remember you from Big Brother.
Do you?
I do. You were great.
I don't even remember myself from Big Brother. I don't even feel like I did it now. And people see me on the street and they look at me and I think, do I know them from somewhere? Why are they looking at me like that? And then they come and talk to me and I think, where do I know them from? Have I gone to school with them or did I used to work with them? And they go, you were on Big Brother, weren't you? And I go, oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's what you know me.
Even now, because it was about 5 years ago, was it?
Yeah, it was ages ago. It's time flies, doesn't it?
Doesn't it
so long ago.
But you know what, Josie? You looked so different then to how you do on the front of this book. Gorgeous either way, but this is exactly, I think, why you're trying to promote this book, because it's about healthy living, and you lost an awful lot of weight.
Yeah, I did. It was about 7 stone all in all. Well, do you know what? Through my weight loss journey, I lost 7 stone. Well, I ended up losing 4 stone, and I broke my ankle. I put 3 stone on, and then I had to lose it all again. So I worked out, all in all, I lost like 9 stone. It was a bit of a journey. It was a journey and a half. Yeah, there was a lot of hills.
And was that purely through healthy eating, or did you exercise as well?
Oh no, I exercised all the time. Yeah, it was. I exercised like 5 times a week. Like I was coming home, and I'm not joking, my body would hurt. It was. The hardest thing about exercise is the beginning bit. But once you're over that beginning bit, then it is a breeze, and it's phenomenal. How I can never say that word. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Anyway, it's amazing how fit you get so fast.
Well, you've put this book together. It's called Love Food, and there are 100 recipes in there.
Oh, it was the bane of my life, honestly. I kept chopping and changing, and to do that many recipes, and I didn't have that much time, actually. It was really hard work, but I'm really proud of it. I am really, really proud of it.
Oh, fantastic. And you say that you can lead a healthy and happy lifestyle without having to spend a fortune in specialist stores, because that's the problem. If you have to go to all these natural food stores as opposed to the supermarket, but you say you can do it.
Oh my God, those stores, you've got to remortgage to buy a cabbage. It's ridiculous. So yeah, do you know what? I just go to all the fruit and veg markets. I stock up there, and then when I do eat meat, I like to. When I do eat meat, I like good meat, so I like to know where my meats come from. But I think to myself, I mean, you don't have to go to all the health food stores to get all your ingredients. You can get it in most supermarkets now, all supermarkets, in fact. But yeah, there's nothing worse, is there, than trying to make a recipe and you just can't find that ingredient. You've got to search the web high and low. So it's not one of them, because I don't work like that. Nobody's got time for that anyway.
And what about keeping the weight off? It's all very well losing it, but is it about a lifestyle change as opposed to being on a constant roller coaster diet?
Yeah, and do you know what? That was the adjustment, is finding a happy medium. And don't get me wrong, now and again I still go off the rails, but I rein it back in. But I try and keep to like an 80-20 rule. So 80% of my life I live like this green and clean lifestyle, where I only eat the ingredients listed in the second page of the book. And then 20% of the time I do indulge. So I try and, like, on a weekend I'll basically have what I want, but not go crazy, but sometimes I do go crazy.
I'm just looking now because I've got a copy of the book here. I can see exactly what you're talking about. Clean and green foods, they're all listed.
Yeah.
And you've got lots in the book. It's a nice, big, chunky book. And you introduce your favourite breakfast, lunch and dinner. Now, I always ask my cookery guests, what about desserts? Are there dessert recipes in there?
Oh, there's loads. That was my favourite part. Do you know what? You know, the hardest part of the book was the breakfast.
Really?
It was the hardest part of the book, because when for breakfast, I normally just grab some fruit or, do a smoothie or something. But, that was actually the hardest. The easiest part was the desserts. Like, you wouldn't think you could eat so healthy and with all these different desserts. Beautiful.
But you still feel full, do you? Because I always worry if you're trying to eat healthily, it's things like salads and nuts and pulses, and I can't stand to feel hungry.
Yeah, the thing with the desserts, you will feel full, but you won't feel groggy.
Right, yes, because it can affect your moods, doesn't it, if you're not eating properly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you get like a real stodgy, like really creamy, high-fat, horrible dessert, you feel groggy after and you feel really tired and lethargic. Where these desserts, they will leave you not feeling like that and feeling actually quite revitalised because you've had loads of nutrients and all the vitamins that you need, like in a dessert. It's ridiculous.
And what's your take on the times that you eat? Do you think it should be breakfast, lunch and dinner, or do you think it should be little and often?
Do you know what? I have this debate all the time, and I still have it with myself now, because some days I will just graze, and other days I will have my breakfast, lunch, dinner and tea. So, yeah, I always have this debate, but all I will say is, you know, don't have a hefty carby dinner, which is, if you'll find that not a lot of the dinners they're very low carb dinners. And then another thing I will say is don't let yourself go hungry, because the moment you let yourself go hungry is the moment you start reaching out for those naughty treats. I get what you call the wandering hand, where you just pick anything up and you put it in your mouth.
Wandering hands, okay.
Yeah, the hungry wandering hand.
And you've kindly offered to share a recipe with us on air. We're going to make a frittata, I believe.
Yeah, do you know what? I've got so many frittata recipes. I've just got to go and check the book, because I've got to check which one I actually put in the book. So let me just get a copy for you. I'm doing a quinoa paella tonight.
Lovely.
So there's all these different ingredients, and you can make all these beautiful things, like not using white rice. I'm working on a no-bake carrot cake, which is absolutely incredible. Let me just get this frittata. Oh, have you tried the prawn Thai soup? That is beautiful.
Okay.
But with the frittata, a little bit of lean chorizo. Make sure it's got no preservatives or dextrose in it. We've got 6 large eggs, half a medium pepper, half a small red onion, half a sweet potato chopped into little pieces, tiny little pieces, 6 broccoli florets, 60 mils of coconut milk, and a big handful of spinach, because it does wilt a bit, and a salt and pepper to taste. Then preheat the oven to 170 degrees, and then fry off your chorizo with your onions until try and get as much grease out of it as you can. Mm-hmm. And then fry the peppers and the sweet potato. And after probably about 8 minutes, add the spinach, but don't leave it in there too long, because it does wilt. And then boil the broccoli, chop them into tiny little bits of florets, and add them to the vegetables with the chorizo slices, and then beat the eggs with some salt and pepper and coconut milk, and then just pour all the beaten eggs on top of the vegetable mix and place that in a whole pan in a preheated oven for about 15 minutes. And it'll make you a beautiful frittata, and you can take that work with you and keep it in the fridge. And you know what? If I make one of them up, I'll have it for my dinner and my tea.
Sounds lovely. That does. Sounds really, really nice. Well, the book is called Love Food. It's by Josie Gibson, and we can buy it now. Can we buy it online, Josie?
You can indeed. It's at Amazon. I think that's where everybody goes.
Lovely. And I have to ask you just finally, from Big Brother, did you ditch John James?
No, he ran off with another bird.
He didn't.
He did, yes. He's a model, she was gorgeous.
But you're gorgeous. He's such a fool. Josie Gibson, thank you so very much for joining us today.
All right.
Nice to talk to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Talk Radio Europe.